Libra, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So dear Libroskis, Libralicious, and my tough cookies, today I'm going to be doing your mid-monthly reading for December, and this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Now in this reading, dear Libra, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge and get some final advice for you. Now, dear Libroskis, thank you so much for being here. My cutie patootie is looking all this so gooch. Some sassy shit out there, I'm saying. So let's get into your reading and see what's happening. Libroski, let's see what's going on for you. Justina. Libra, what's going on? Your challenge is the world, which means that this is the last card in Major Arcana. Very important. Okay, I'll talk about this in a second. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. Your challenge, Libra, this doesn't always come out often, so it's a closure. It's a cycle closing off. It's a putting an end to a situation that's been very tumultuous. The world represents also just in general, like successfully completing some sort of a tough cycle and a difficult phase of your life, okay? You're letting go of something, somebody. We're gonna talk about this more because there's a lot of heartbreak. I know some people are gonna want to hear about like reconciliation. We have to see what's happening. We have to see what's coming up for you next. We're going to clarify this and we're going to see, dear Libra, why this is your challenge in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Queen of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. In the recent past, there is something about brown hair or brown eyes, blonde hair, or something like that, nonetheless, or maybe green eyes. Some of you were dealing with somebody that acted very immaturely, okay? Whoever you were dealing with, I feel like you being the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, the person you were dealing with, possibly a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, there is this immature energy about this person. Very attractive. I'm getting here someone having a tattoo on their arm. I'm getting here a cross. Whoever this person was, I feel like there were a lot of challenges with ever since you have got to know them. There has been these games. There seems like there was this constant mind games that you had to like navigate through in this situation. We're going to clarify this more. Now, in the present moment, you have the Lovers, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Wands. In the present moment, it's been very... So here is the thing. You're starting to really celebrate life more. You are starting to really enjoy your own company. Just do the things that really make you very happy. Libra, naturally, you're someone that you really admire relationships and people, right? You rule the relationships, justice. So for a lot of you, I do strongly feel like here that you're thinking about reconciliation with this person, with the Three of Cups. But I think that your main focus here, your main challenge and battle here is, should I focus on my career only? Should I really just focus on, you know, fame, abundance, wealth? There's nothing wrong with that. You could be someone that you are maybe on the face of the internet, you know, on the face of a magazine, on the cover of a magazine. You're someone that you really admire connections, communication, want to be seen, and you like to make others seen as well. So in the present moment, there's a lot of thinking going on about love and reconciliation with this person. But at the same time, it's a challenge because you're splitting timelines. I'm seeing here you're splitting timelines, wanting to see if you should completely let go of this person and just focus on one thing, or you just remove yourself from whatever has happened and see what's going to come with this individual later. But you can't sabotage your success. There is something about career success for you, okay? We're going to find out more. Now, in the near future, you have the Two of Wands, the Emperor, and the Three of Swords. In the near future, I feel like for a lot of you, you could be hearing from this person, somebody that lives overseas, somebody here that maybe lives far away, or they travel a lot. Somebody here is giving me this boss energy. This person might have come across in the past as being very like bossy. They might have come across as being very demanding also. There is a lot of healing that's going to happen with the Three of Swords. I think this person is going to finally acknowledge that once you are gone, once a Libra is gone, there is like emptiness in their life, and they want to come towards you and to talk about this Three of Swords that they know that they caused that. This person with the King of Wands could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius here, fire sign, and then there is the Temperance, again, the card of a Sagittarius, and the Ten of Wands. You know, this is somebody that for many of you, as you can see, Ten of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Five of Wands, there has been an unequal give and take exchange energy. I feel like you felt like you were so much invested into this relationship emotionally, physically, financially, than for what you were receiving. And there was some sort of a conflict that actually started, like a volcano that started erupting between you and this person, a huge volcano, okay? An issue here that happened between you and this person. Now, you know Libra, okay? You tend to be very attractive, okay? There is something about Libras that they're always very attractive, very seducing, very seductive energy, male or female. I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you had no really any agendas or intentions when you met this person, but the chemistry was like through the roof. This is somebody that might have even acted, they could have had other options, or maybe they could have chosen other people, but for whatever reason, they were attracted to you. You know, like a moth to the flames. So let's get into your reading and see what is it that you need to know. Let's clarify the challenge. What is this cycle that you're closing? So the world. Let's talk about the world, dear Libra. So the world is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Swords. See, your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with you seem to be kind of going back and forth, right? Two of Pentacles, should I really move on from this person? Should I not move on from this person? A lot of you have a lot on your plate. You know, and you know this is somebody that also they have been very inconsistent with you in the past. They have been very much on and off, hot and cold. So you seem to be going back and forth, wanting to really make a decision here when it comes to whether you should even really commit to this person or not. There is something here about marriage. I don't know if somebody here is already married or not, but you really, really want to make sure that you are taking the right steps. If you are thinking about completely letting go of this person, closing this chapter, like that's something that you want to just, you're a Libra. You don't just rush into making decisions, right? So it takes time for you to really make up your mind, gather the data, and then finalize if you're really going to let go of this person or not. For many of you, I do see here you letting go of the expectation or the attachment. You seem to be really in the near future focusing on something else, and that's when they seem to be showing up. That's part of the manifestation aspect. Now, in the recent past, Libra, let's talk about the Queen of Swords. This is you. You did talk to this person in the past about the way that they behaved. Maybe they ghosted you in the past. Maybe they stopped talking to you. For many of you, this felt like, you know, it was, despite the fact that you and this person might have had a lot of differences and be completely opposites, there is something that would always kind of want to bring you back together. Clarified by the Emperor again, which is in the near future, strong Aries energy. Some of you maybe are dealing with an Aries. So the Emperor, the Chariot, and the Hangman. Wow. Cancer could be dealing with the Cancer, Hangman, Pisces energy. I do strongly feel like here that in the recent past, for many of you, you did your best to see this situation from the Hangman's perspective, right? From a different perspective. You try to understand this person from every angle, in every which way possible. A lot of you might have even traveled to this person. You might have even driven to this person or went to places with this person. This is somebody that you saw yourself being like as a power couple with, like going to places, traveling to places, doing things together. Definitely like this power couple dynamic, that's what I'm strongly getting. However, even though this person might have been older than you or there might be age differences, but there is a level of immaturity with the Page of Wands. This is giving me immature energy, a little bit hee-ha-ha type of energy, being distracted by other things. So the Page of Wands in the recent past, it's clarified by the Four of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so one of the main things here that I'm getting, this person might have made a promise to you that they were going to commit to you, they were going to marry you, right? They were going to build a family foundation with you. But I do see here, dear Libra, that they lied to you. Somebody here was not honest with you. They were playing games with you. You felt like that. And it was like very like forbidden type of love, like what I told Aquarius. It was just like things that were, there was always something coming up. And I'm getting curious, you every time you try to plan on something, want to work on something, build this relationship, and you knew that, you know, the possibility and the potential was definitely there for you and this person to get married, to build family together. For a lot of you, I feel like that there was always a problem coming up. There was always something coming up, and your intuition just kind of knew about this situation. You knew something was maybe up. You knew that there was maybe deception going on. Well, I've already talked about it, Libra. You're making me mad. You know, you got to stop your people-pleasing tendencies. You just kept giving this person way too many chances. And with the 7 of Wands, I feel like this created a lot more problems. You see how this person is taken aback and shocked by the coming Wands. That means that the more you try to give this person chances, Sagittarius energy, okay, Temperance, and dear Sagittarius is off the channel, on the channel. If you're a cross-watcher and you didn't do this to Libras, don't worry about it. Okay, don't think that this is about you. Don't take it personal. Okay, go take a cold shower, you're gonna be fine, and do some breath work. Now, in the recent past, now back to you, Libra, with the 7 of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the King of Swords. You wanted to know the truth. And I'm getting curious, you might have really came to a point in the past where you said, you know what, I'm done with this. You need to tell me the truth. Ace of Swords. Unless this person told you the truth, like until they told you the truth, you wouldn't know what to do. You felt a little bit trapped. You started really overthinking about this situation. I think rightfully so, just because a lot of the games, 7 of Swords, you see how this person is tiptoeing. It did cause a lot of this overthinking and just really not knowing what's the right course of action, which direction to move forward to, what is it that you both actually should be doing moving forward. And a lot of you aimed to and waited for a face-to-face conversation, which really never arrived. Okay, you were really waiting for a face-to-face conversation, which really never happened. So in the present moment, you are still thinking about this person, like with the Lovers. You know that you both are meant to be, like this is kind of like how they're like in a garden. Like it's like, you know, there is some divine intervention that you believe is going to happen. Clarified by the Queen of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the Justice. You just know this is you. In tarot, Justice is Libra. So you know that even though there is either geographical distance between you and this person, destination distance, whatever the issue here might be, I do strongly feel like here that for a lot of you, you're recognizing that you are manifesting something here to change. And for a lot of you, you know this person tends to emotionally shut down. Okay, they tend to avoid talking about their emotions because this is the Queen of Cups. You could be dealing with the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, but metaphorically speaking, because I'm picking up on a download as if somebody that, you know how she has the lid on top of her cup, it's like somebody here avoids just talking about their feelings. Okay, there is an avoidance issue here, but I feel like that's changing in the near future. You seem to be wanting to still be very patient with this person. Okay, could be an earth sign too, could be a Taurus. Let's talk about the 3 of Cups. It's clarified by the Fool, the Lovers, and the Ace of Wands. The combination of this card here, if you a tarot or if you are not, what do you say? The cards can lie, and your funny Armenian guy is definitely on point. Okay, so 3 of Cups, reconciliation is what you're truly wanting. You want that nice, thick, juicy Ace of Wands or the Ace of Cups, depending on your situation. The Lovers is here and the Fool, because you still want to have a brand new beginning. And that's why your challenge with the World, which is clarified by the 2 of Pentacles and the Hierophant, is going back and forth. Should I really let go of this person? Should I not let go? Should I not let go of this person? 14:14 on the clock. So many of you are thinking about that. A lot of you are in this place of, well, maybe there could be an opportunity here. Maybe we could make it work. And you also have a career success actually laying ahead of you. So there is an opportunity here for you to really enter into a new chapter of your life. There is something about recognition or like known in the public, clarified by the Sun, Leo energy, 6 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. A lot of you are going to be reconciling with this person. That's what I'm strongly getting here with the 3 of Cups. But this has a lot to do with making sure that you're not sabotaging your own happiness. You know, the reconciliation is going to come forward, but I feel like that it's not, this person may say certain things, but they're still holding back from fully committing to you. There is a conversation. I see here the Three of Cups here again. And for a lot of you, you don't want to end up into this Ten of Swords energy where you feel like you are already you're betrayed like you were in the past, okay? And you know, you're only going to be in a relationship where you feel like there is an equal give and take exchange energy. You are not asking for breadcrumbs. You are not trying to beg for anything, okay? So in the near future, you have the Two of Wands, the Emperor, and the Three of Swords. So in the near future, with the Two of Wands, there is something here about travel, okay, crossing a distance and wanting to travel and wanting to go the extra mile, clarified by the Death, the Six of Wands, and the Devil, and the Eight of Cups. Someone here is going to be walking away from a situation that's not fulfilling anymore. You could be thinking, you know what, this is too toxic for me, and I feel like I don't see this person being in the right place to come towards me. I'm not going to sugarcoat, Libra. I'm going to keep it very real, because you know, the person you are dealing with the Devil, they might still be entertaining other options, even though they still want to be with you. You know, look at the Devil blocking in front of the Six of Wands. Look at the Devil blocking in front of the Seven of Wands, Six of Wands. This means that you want to make sure that, like, microphone is completely, yeah, it's good. You want to make sure that this person is not hindering you from being successful, because the temptation is going to be there to want to be back with this person, but you got to look at the situation. I mean, and you have come out of a transformation. Let me just tell you something. You have come out of the Death. It's a rebirth. The Death also is translated as a rebirth, okay, of this situation. You want to make sure that there is no toxic habits. Something about overly compulsive behavior, overly shopping, sex, smoking, you know, alcohol, things like that, like things that are not done in moderation in general. I think this could be an effect as well. Okay, so this is a bigger part of this. And someone here who's just having toxic people around them, toxic family members. So let's clarify the Emperor here for you, which is talking about really this decision. And this person is making a decision because they still want to see if you will forgive them. Okay, they want to ask for forgiveness here because they see you being very sad. They see you already having decided your mind with the Judgment of like walking away from this situation just because it is really not fulfilling anymore. So let's clarify the Emperor for you in the near future. The Emperor is clarified by the Magician, Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. This person is going to see you in their dreams. With the High Priestess, there is something about very intuitive, someone being very intuitive. For many of you, I do see here a manifestation here taking place. I do see here whatever you are doing, you're calling this person back into your life with the intention of them really starting to commit to yourself. I think that they're coming in with kind of a 50-50 energy, not really being so sure. Like I said earlier, the Devil here, something is blocking, but something along the way seems to be really changing and shifting, and they seem to start being in an energy of wanting to cooperate with you, wanting to collaborate, wanting to really make something work. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles, there is something about investment here and wanting to work it out. Could be a water sign here. Okay, and they seem to be really feeling your pain and asking for an apology. So let's clarify the Three of Swords for you in the near future. So the Three of Swords is clarified by the King of Wands, the High Priestess, and the King of Pentacles, and the apology is right here. Okay, so Page of Cups, confession, apology, so there is, this person is going to be feeling intuitively kind of, what's the word for that? Remorseful, like they're going to feel remorseful and maybe even guilty for the way that things ended, the way that actually they really came across to you. And you're the justice, you're the karma. Cardi B, am I the drama? So you know that there is something here about this person wanting to set things right with you. And with the Three of Swords, yes, it's been very challenging. It's been very difficult for you to move on from this pain. But it's an apology that you didn't see coming that's going to happen, because somebody here wants to really talk to you about this. Okay, now let's get into your advice and see what is it that you need to know, dear Libra. What is the advice? So Libra, you have the Two of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Hierophant. So the biggest piece of advice here is for you to see, as you can see, there is going to be a recommitment coming in towards your way. I feel like here you are choosing to disconnect and you're choosing to walk away in the beginning of, you know, just this whole situation. You seem to be really just saying, you know what, I'm tired of waiting. But the moment you detach and focus on yourself, I feel like here that this person is going to travel, they're going to do some sort of a sacrifice or go the extra mile and come towards you. The advice here for you is to just focus on yourself, like literally commit with the Hierophant to your goals and to your dreams. As if you're marrying a person, you're marrying to your goals, you're marrying to your dreams, to your vision, what really matters to you personally, because there is something really powerful about fame, money, and abundance that's going to come towards your way. This person that truly wants you with the Two of Cups, they're going to do the extra mile, okay? Cross the extra mile, take the extra mile in order for them to be with you. And you're going to see that happening for you, okay? So dear Libra, this is what I had for you. Thank you very much for being here. I love you so much. Hopefully this reading helped and gave you some clarity. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.